and my dear students. ChatGPT, launched in November 2022, in no time has been a talk in the town. In a short span, it has taken a quantum leap, rising with utmost vigor and also giving rise to a question. Will ChatGPT kill search engines or transform them? Well, this afternoon, we hope to find answers or at least come across newer questions. Is ChatGPT really a threat or just a temporary stunt? Well, I'm sure the dynamic, versatile young minds, speakers and thinkers shall give us relevant answers or maybe take us to that crossroad where on one end we see that there is ChatGPT glaring back at search engines. Will search engines stand tall or will ChatGPT come up with something that would demolish the search engines altogether? Let's find out. Now, without wasting much of your time, I would like to draw the lot and that would determine the first speaker or the initiator. And with the permission of dear Mr. Santanu, our principal, sir, may I preside over? Okay, thank you, sir. That I've got is number 7 from Vivasman House. So Ishan shall be the first speaker. So here we go with GD 2023 Sarla Birla Academy.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I believe that ChatGPT can in fact replace or kill search engines, and I have a lot of evidence to support this. So firstly, I want to say that if a user is looking for some set of instructions, then would it be easier for him to directly receive the instructions on his screen, or to go through multiple websites to find his instructions? And these also may not be correct. So this is where ChatGPT actually is better than a search engine, because in a search engine you have to search through many results. And also, I have a few facts to support this argument. The Washington Post has released an article that said that Google headquarters has sent a code red to Alphabet on the advent of ChatGPT. And also OpenAI spent $700 million on the development of ChatGPT. So with all of this evidence, I want to say that yes, in fact, ChatGPT can replace search engines in their job. And it can do some tasks even better than search engines. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we have got speaker number 4 who raised his hand first. So the next speaker shall be speaker number 4.
Yes, sir. So I'd like to disagree with your opinions, candidate number 7. So firstly, you said that the links are, it's very difficult to go about the links and find the relevant data that you need. But ChatGPT can do that in a very short amount of time. But the question is it valid? Is it authentic? Because a primary problem that many people face while using ChatGPT is the validity and authenticity of the data it provides. It does not cite or source its data from where it procures that data and delivers it to the user. So can it be authentic, and is it valid data that ChatGPT has provided? But in the same case, search engines provide valid data and authenticated data, and it's primarily supported by the HTTPS link, that the secure box you see on the top. That's how you know that it's secure and also it's authentic data.
Okay, thank you. While speaker number 4 he was speaking, it was speaker number 1 from Aditya House. He had showed his hand. So the next speaker is Devit.
I agree with the point of speaker number 7, which is that ChatGPT also provides hallucinations, which is actually when a certain amount of text would look pleasing and satisfactory, but is actually inaccurate. It also might provide biased opinions, which might be negatively stereotypical and would harm the society.
Okay, thank you, Divit. Now the next speaker is speaker number 6.
First of all, thank you, sir. Adding on to candidate 4's point, Mr. Sam Altman, who happens to be OpenAI's CEO, the parent company of ChatGPT itself, in fact stated that relying on ChatGPT for anything important right now would be considered a blunder or a mistake, as it tends to give nonsensical answers in a plausible sensing manner, which might give a misleading presentation to the user itself. Also, adding on to candidate's one point, the bias is a pretty important aspect while searching through the web. And ChatGPT usually provides the most widely accepted and most widely asked questions on the net. So this might in turn will render it not useless, but will be a propagator of false knowledge and false information.
Okay, while speaker number 6, he was putting forward his discussions, we saw that speaker number 7 was the first one to raise his hand, but however, since in this round, speaker number 7, he has already spoken, it is only after this round that you shall get a chance to speak again. So in that case, I would suggest speaker number 3 to go ahead with his points.
Yes, AI, for its fact, it's been in our generations. It's been a long part of history, and it dates back to 1930s and 40s. So the Turing test was done to decode the Enigma code, and here we are today talking about the more developed and generative AI, ChatGPT. So I would like to agree upon with the speaker number 6 and 4's point. So we need to give the AI of ChatGPT needs a fixed objective. So for example, you're going to give a question to the ChatGPT. How are you going to reduce the acidification in the ocean? Or you're going to say how to reduce the pollution. And give a basic answer of all, like use renewable source of energy. And what if we use a catalytic reaction to remove the acidification in the ocean? And so the basic problem with these answers is that it's to the uncertainty of what the true objective of the mission is. Because you can add up to the questions, what's going to happen to the atmospheric oxygen in the atmosphere, because the catalytic reaction absorbs oxygen, or to the point, if you can be more specific, another question can be raised upon this question which you asked to the ChatGPT previously, and that is, what's going to happen to the fish which are being killed? Thank you.
Thank you, speaker number 3. And now we have got speaker number 8 who is going to put forward his opinions.
Thank you, moderator sir. I agree with what, I disagree with what number 3 said. ChatGPT has the lack of freshness. You cannot get real-time updates on ChatGPT. Furthermore, search engines provide locational, commercial, transactional and other features that help them become more able and better suited to provide information on transactions and commercial purposes. As such, ChatGPT fails to kill or replace them in this particular aspect as well. Furthermore, ChatGPT cannot provide them with opinions, or it cannot provide them with predictions about future, which experts in search engines can. I would like to add that ChatGPT also does not have in-depth knowledge about a lot of topics. For example, if you ask them about a scientific subject, they might give you topics and titles and even the authors, but when you look for them, you will not be able to find them because they do not exist. Furthermore, I would like to augment on what speaker number 1 said. ChatGPT also hallucinates. It often provides nonsensical and incorrect and inaccurate information, which the readers and the users might inaccurately use in their lives. Furthermore, ChatGPT, the prompts are very sensitive to tweaks, and the same prompts when repeated, they often change answers. which is a very unstable source of information for anybody. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, speaker number 8. Now, while speaker number 8, that is Vishnu, he was putting forward his opinion, we had speaker number 2 who had shown his hand. So I request Utkarsh to go ahead with his points.
Thank you, moderator. I would like to augment to the points of all the speakers before me who have said that ChatGPT will have a transformative impact on the field of search engine optimization. Certainly, the shortcomings of ChatGPT are innumerable, like believable inaccuracy and slow update timings. But so are the SEOs. They also have several shortcomings. They cannot provide something in niche areas, like finding a gift for a friend's birthday. They would give you about 1,000 links for you to go through and get a list that would most probably be expedited through marketing techniques rather than ChatGPT, who would use those intelligence mechanisms to put forward the most likely ideas. So rather than thinking about who will kill who, I think that ChatGPT and search engines are expected and predicted to integrate. In fact, if you open your phone right now and Google the headline in question or input it into ChatGPT, you will see that both of those softwares themselves would present the answer that they are expected to coexist. Now, I think that is partly because of the intensely competitive and entrepreneurial nature of the information technology sector, as the SEOs will not go down without a fight because they are a decade-old industry. And already we can see in Microsoft Edge, the AI has been integrated into the system. You only have to scroll down and you will find a specially dedicated suite of DALL-E and ChatGPT software that is integrated into the system. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Utkarsh. Now, with that, we almost come to the end of round 1. And however, speaker number 5 hasn't spoken yet. And for that reason alone, I would request speaker number 5 to put forward his opinions.
First of all, thank you, moderator. So, as the speaker number 8 mentioned that ChatGPT lacks freshness in its answers, but I strongly disagree with that because ChatGPT Plus does give you answers which are up to date till the 25th of September or 27th of September of this year. But I also believe that ChatGPT cannot really replace search engines. Now that is because ChatGPT, as mentioned by other speakers, does not give you accurate information, but also it cannot provide you with video links or any videos which will actually help you furthermore, which are provided by websites and web search engines. And how does ChatGPT basically get its information? It gets it from web scraping, which is sending bots and getting information from websites. Now, while search engines can easily give you access to every website and every article which is pretty secure, which will indeed help you gain more information than compared to ChatGPT. That is why I truly believe that ChatGPT can never replace search engines.
Okay, thank you, speaker number 5, Rishabh. Now, as we go ahead with the next round, I saw that speaker number 7, he was already willing to go ahead with his point. So, we start the second round with speaker number 7.
So firstly, I would like to disagree with what candidate number 5 said. ChatGPT does not use web scraping. It is in fact the SEOs that use web scraping, indexing, and a few other algorithms, machine learning algorithms. ChatGPT uses deep learning and is based on a very vast data set that is being updated by OpenAI at this instant as we are speaking right now. And many other speakers spoke about the freshness of ChatGPT. I mentioned again, OpenAI is spending $700 million. An update could be underway right now. So the discussion is not about if it is replacing, it's about if it's going to replace. And yes, the updates will come. ChatGPT is a relatively fresh and relatively new concept, or a relatively new concept. So yes, it will take time to reach the level and standard of a search engine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ishan. Now we have got speaker number 8 to present his views.
Firstly, I beg to differ with speaker number 7. As you could see, Microsoft Bing, it relaunched its website, and as such it featured ChatGPT powered capabilities. And within that very quarter, it had 100 million active users, and the install rates quadrupled since the relaunch. If this does not prove that ChatGPT combined with search engines are the way to future, then it is a very miserable path you're walking on. Furthermore, the author of Reboot.ai, Gary Marson, himself has explicitly quoted that ChatGPT, to make ChatGPT work, you just need to hook it up with some other search engine. Furthermore, I would like to disagree with speaker number 5, as what I meant was real-time updates. These refer to updates to the very near second, which you can find in search engines, on stock markets, on every foreign exchange market. You will find updates per second, which you cannot automatically get updated on ChatGPT, as it does not have the infrastructure to do so. Furthermore, ChatGPT combined with search engines can provide for more conversational, multilingual, multimodal, and other in-depth knowledge services, which will benefit the user experience in the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, speaker number 8, Vishnu. Now, speaker number 4 will put forward his opinions.
Thank you, sir. So I'd like to fully agree with what candidate number 8 said. ChatGPT is very well limited because its data is limited to 2021 and specifically to the data that exists till 2021. So any data after that is irrelevant or is not of contextual meaning to ChatGPT. And this gravely restricts ChatGPT's answers because there's no contextual meaning in its answers, there's no relevance, and it's also not compatible to present users. Secondly, I'd like to add on to what candidate number 8 said. It's very expensive to operate ChatGPT. OpenAI, that's the parent company of ChatGPT, it spends around $100,000 each day to operate ChatGPT. But that's only for millions of users. Now, if we upgrade ChatGPT to support billions of users by upgrading it to a search engine, what would be the running cost of ChatGPT? And would big tech companies like Microsoft or Google invest so much money into developing and operating such technology that is so uncertain? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, speaker number 4. And now we have got speaker number 6 to present his views.
Thank you, moderator. Though I completely agree with the candidate 4's points, one small correction would be that ChatGPT 3 days back unveiled a new feature which allows its users to search up till 27th of September. So it's almost as much as real time one could get. Apart from this, one aspect which we haven't talked about is that Microsoft has a significant stake in OpenAI and Google has a 100% stake in Bard, which happens to be their own AI chatbot. So even if these AI chatbots do have the potential to overtake search engines, Microsoft and Google might limit on how developed these might become, because they won't want their own search engines to be rendered useless by these new AI chatbots. And so if ultimately we come to a point where ChatGPT is more advanced than Bing, Microsoft itself won't allow it.
Okay, thank you, speaker number 6. Now we have got speaker number 3 to present his views.
Yes, as now speaker number 6 previously said that it's gonna be controlled by Microsoft. But as told, surprisingly said in his very early years that having machines doing the automated works of weaving or playing a musical instrument is going to lead to lesser employment. And as I like to add upon this is the basic incentive or the objective of Larry Page was to make you ask more questions. It's basically that you're going to go into the web page and you're going to search which is the fastest animal, and it'll give you an answer, cheetah. But somewhere in the back of your mind, you have some uncertainty, and it will make you go and pop into the web page again and ask you, is cheetah faster than puma? And this is where the search engines keep your basic food for thought intact. This is what I try to mean. Search engine is a part of a civilization. And if we hand over this civilization over to the AI, it's going to be chaos. Because our civilizations were basically recorded in the books. And the books don't run it for us. It's us who are teaching the newer generations. And if you hand it over to the AI, you're going to lose the incentive to understand it yourself or to teach the newer generation. And the point is, the newer generation, this, for a fact, it's a trillions and years of personal teaching, and this has created a chain, a very strong chain. And this chain of personal learning has taught many generations, tens and thousands of generations. And as John McAfee said, it's going to take more than several Einsteins to create a more AI for general purpose.
Okay, thank you, speaker number 3. Now we have got speaker number 2 to go ahead with his points.
It is disagreeable what the speaker number 3 has said, because instead of looking at AI as a competing life form or a competing sentient on Earth, which in case we hand over the databases of the internet, we would lose control of our planet. We could consider it to be the next step in technology. AI language models, which are parallel or the same genre as ChatGPT, are the next step, just like search engines were after open directories and open directories were after libraries, which were themselves technologies of disseminating specified and accurate information to an audience. Now, certainly, those three models of information, they provide to us a sort of pyramid when we arrange them in the order of more specified to more generalized. As such, libraries and search engines, they are extremely vast, whereas ChatGPT can provide you with concise answers. Certainly, there is benefit to be taken from that in this industry, as that is what search engines are not able to do. They are not able to often cater to the personalization of the consumer, and whereas ChatGPT is not always accurate, because it is an aggregate of all the information that is available on the World Wide Web. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, speaker number 2. Just a reminder, now we have got 2 more speakers in this round, and henceforth after this round, it's going to be a slight change. The one who shows the hand first is going to speak, and again in that round, if that person shows the hand again, that person will be allowed to speak again, so that overall cumulative score shall be determined by the discussion that he put forward. Now we have got speaker number 8 who had shown his hand, but however in this particular round he has already spoken. So in that case we have got speaker number 5 who is going to present his views now.
As the speaker number 6 mentioned, that ChatGPT only provides information, has updated its software, but I would like to mention the fact that it is only for the plus members of ChatGPT and not for the regular users of ChatGPT. So for the regular users who are unwilling to pay a specific amount, for them the date is still September 2021. And I would like to also shed light on a point that we have not discussed yet, and that is how ChatGPT is already working with search engines and other websites to give us information. For example, I'll give the site of Quora. Now on Quora you can get information, but also information from ChatGPT. There's a section which allows you to also gain information from ChatGPT side by side from the user on Quora. And this is not only implemented on one website but several other websites. So yes, ChatGPT is already transforming search engines, and it will never replace them as such in the near future.
Okay, thank you, speaker number 5. Now, in this round, we have got a speaker left. That would be speaker number 1 to present his views.
I would like to take the views of all speakers into consensus and place my point that I don't think ChatGPT is going to kill or transform other search engines. I think they are going to coexist and be integrated together. I support my statement by saying that with ChatGPT's in-depth and personalized conversations and detailed discussions about a topic, and other search engines having a vast amount of retrieving data, fact-checked information, and being quick in the responses, I think it's going to be a great combination and is going to provide a choice for the user, which is going to be beneficial for the world.
Okay, thank you, speaker number 1. Now, with that, we conclude round number 2 as well. Now, from this round, it depends upon how you want to take your house ahead and also your individual score ahead. So, in this round, it won't be determined by whether you have spoken once or twice, so that there might be an interesting discussion. So, it depends solely upon you, whether you want to take your house ahead, your individual score ahead as well. So, even if you want to speak thrice, you are allowed to do that, based on how quickly you show your hand. But however, I would request all the participants to show their hand and then you can put it down after you show your hand. So you can do that. You need not show your hand and keep on raising hand for a prolonged time. So after you show your hand, you can put it down. That's all. So you can speak twice or thrice as well in this round. So we see now we are moving on to the next round, and in this round we already have got a hand, and that is speaker number 6.
Thank you, moderator. First, I would like to disagree with candidate 2's point and again reiterate candidate 3's point. AI might actually have no humankind. An open letter was written which warned about the dangers of ChatGPT and other AI chatbots, and the signatories included Elon Musk, who happened to be one of the founding members of OpenAI. This clearly shows the gravity of the situation. Also, why ChatGPT will not be able to kill search engines or transform them? ChatGPT has been monetized and most of its new features are being released on its Plus platform, which was suggested by OpenAI. On the other hand, search engines are free to use and earn their revenue through ads. Apart from this, ChatGPT can never provide you video explanations which search engines might give you. A search engine will give you a direct link to the most widely accepted view, which again ChatGPT also might, but here a video or a graphic representation might come of this problem, which will encourage the users to use search engines rather than using ChatGPT or other AI-based softwares.
Okay, now we have got speaker 8 who is going to present his views.
So I beg to differ with speaker number 6 as the Google introduced Search Generative Experience, SGE, which is an experimental generative AI that also uses advertisements to fund its revenue. When you research something, suppose you are searching for a bag, it might show you sponsored bags that have been paid for by ad revenues. Furthermore, as speaker number 5 said, the future for ChatGPT and integrated with search engines is very wide. Voice search. ChatGPT could be integrated to voice assistants, and thus searches and information could be found through voice conversations. And furthermore, as speaker number 6 said, that ChatGPT does not avail the feature of video or graphic videos. Yeah, so ChatGPT integrated with search engines again will have the benefit of displaying videos and other modes of,
and other search engines would likely to be coexist, and they will have an impact on education for students.